And with that being said, I'll open it up to any questions.
Representative, Pat Ford, Coalition Radio Network. If I can go briefly over a timeline. Last Thursday, the Supreme Court issued, if you will, for lack of a better term, a decision invalidating the CDC's attempt to extend the moratorium. Legal experts had been predicting this literally for months. Everyone knew that on a statutory level, the CDC did not have the authority to do this. That next morning, the district court here in Rhode Island revised its procedures so that effectively already declared evictions could be served at any time. The coalition has been attempting to reach Rhode Island Housing since last week to get either direction for ourselves, our viewership, or the community at large, and have yet to receive a single return phone call. Yesterday at the governor's press conference, he said they would have people in housing court. That sounds great, but those folks have no statutory or legal authority to stop an eviction process. Has Rhode Island Housing completely abandoned their sense of responsibility to the community in the state of Rhode Island? And is it time for a change of leadership at the top, as we've been going at this for months right now, and it's a bureaucracy that seems to be hopelessly out of control?
I can't speak to say in terms of about what's happening with Rhode Island Housing, right? Because we are here to provide support, not to badmouth or speak ill of what the work that they are doing. They are doing really good work in terms of reaching those folks that are going through eviction in the court process. And that's according to organizations like the Center for Justice and RIHousing, who work Rhode Island Legal Services, who are in conjunction with them, right? So we don't want to go out there and say, no, they're doing a horrible job, because we know that a lot of applications have been processed and money is going out the door to those who need it. What I do want to say is that it's important to be communicated to the community, right? If you have reached out and they haven't reached out back to you, I really want to urge Rhode Island Housing to really get back to your constituents, to get back to the people who are reaching out. I know that they're flooded, excuse me. I know that capacity is an issue, but I think it is important to get those answers. And I'm happy to work with you to be able to communicate with them and try to see if we can get answers to the questions that you have and see how we can move things along.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Has Rhode Island Housing committed to any sort of turnaround time, if you will, to the orderly processing of these applications, knowing that, again, as you've just pointed out, you're asking civilians, if you will, to work out a legal document where there are untold number of issues. But much like the problems we had with the registry in past years of motor vehicles, there doesn't appear to be anything. What can you do to force them to meet some reasonable expectation, given now that evictions, again, are imminent? Yes.
We just had a meeting with legislators with Rhode Island Housing in terms of processing times and kind of getting an idea of what has been happening with them. They are flooded with applications. I know that they're working as hard as they can. What we can do is continue to put pressure and continue to ask these questions and hold them accountable for the work that they're doing. And that's what I intend to do. That's what we all intend to do in terms of making sure that, especially now with this moratorium ending and the process that people are going through, that we hold them accountable to do the work. Again, I am empathetic, really empathetic to the work that they're doing, because it's not easy work. And I don't want to minimize the work that they have been doing and the money that has been going out to community members everywhere. But I do want to emphasize that there are gaps. And it's okay for us to acknowledge when there are gaps and for us to step up and say, we're willing to help you, so help us. I've had conversations with them. They are willing to help with these clinics in providing training or resources. So I know that they want to help. It's just a matter of, again, holding them accountable and ensuring that they are doing the work that they set out to do. It is a big task, but again, they don't have to go at this alone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.